Pavilion, and welcome back to the channel. Apologies, I haven't had any content in the last couple of months. A lot's happened, and so I've been kind of sidetracked on things, but I'm back to it now, and hopefully start doing a lot more videos and places that I'm visiting. Today I'm actually in Ramsgate, which is one of my favourite places, if I'm honest. I spend a bit of time down here. It's a lovely place to come, spend a few hours or spend the day, and hopefully you'll get to see the sights and sounds, and hope you like it as much as I do. I'm actually going to be in Cornwall next week for 3 to 4 days, so hopefully get a lot more content on the channel, and again hope you enjoy that when I upload it. So please join me today anyway as we take a look around Ramsgate Harbour and sea front, and I say thanks for watching. So I don't know if you can make out in the distance there the Royal Victoria Pavilion, which is now a restaurant with an outside seating and bar area which is beautiful, overlooks the sandy beach and the sea. We'll take a closer look at that in a bit, but first we'll have a look around the harbour itself and take a walk around. So apologies if it's a little bit of a wind, but it's a beautiful April morning. There's not a cloud in the sky, just a little breeze. I suppose pre-spring. It's a little bit cold at the moment, but really delightful. You can see there's some lovely little restaurants and pubs along the front here. And the first kind of boat you come to as you walk from the car park is this kind of barge that is currently moored up, and it's actually awaiting donations. This is going to be an art studio and gallery. And as you can see there, it's actually a community project. And I say doing the crowdfunding at the moment. Don't know if about a year or so. Hopefully this year they may start actually renovating it. So as you can see, it's a beautiful marina. This is actually the internal marina. You can see here with some really nice yachts, cabin cruisers, etc. There's actually an outer marina as well, leading to the harbour, which we'll see later on. I don't know if you can make out up there some lovely little restaurants just set above the parade, so to speak. On the end there's a beautiful Italian, which I've actually eaten at a few times, really nice. And you're coming down to the galley and the Thai Orchids, which again are very nice restaurants, well worth the visit if you're in Ramsgate, or maybe on one spring or summer's evening. So I don't see, there's a beautiful little cabin cruiser there, and again one next door. I say if I was lucky enough to get a cabin cruiser, this is probably a really nice place to be mooring. Not too far from home, and easy access basically. Again, some marine supplies. And a Greek restaurant there next door. Funny enough, this barge here is it's been here a few years now. They've just been renovated in the last couple of years. They've raised the deck and put an awning around the top. So obviously carrying out some modifications internally. I say they've been at it over a year now, so hopefully at some point in time it will be completed and we can see what they've been doing. So we'll move further down into the marina itself. Again, another little bistro. Yeah, as you can see, the boat no more, the Starbuck. It's a really interesting looking vessel, well maintained. It's undergone a lot of work over recent years, but absolutely gorgeous. It really is. And there's a little bit of information on the vessel itself there. That's something you want to pause and have a look through at some point in time. Just over the road here there's another interesting little shop which is closed currently. There you can see that's an old trailer. There's actually a vintage shop. They do a lot of old vintage bikes and parts, etc. So that's really interesting to look at. You can see there an old, what looks like a Morris Minor. Extremely good condition. So it's a really interesting place to look around when it's open. Getting towards the end of the internal harbour wall. We'll take a left just up there and take a walk along the seawall itself, and you can see the internal marina which goes out to sea at the end. Right, I don't think you can see in the distance there, we're just walking along the perimeter of the internal marina, heading towards the external side. Just pan around, another look at the internal harbour, and as it sits with the restaurants and bistros on the other side. A really gorgeous day. As you can see, there's lots of moorings this side. It's just tidal, that's all. And obviously those ones out there, or the boats out there, you need a tender to get out to, so I assume they're probably a bit cheaper mooring wise. And you've got the lifeboat station just opposite. See the lifeboat there. So if we pan around, see more berths there, and in the distance, as I can see that, you can see Ports Authority boat or ship. We'll have a look at that as we go around. That's actually border force. Obviously the ones that are out there picking the migrants up across the channel. There's another border force vessel moored up over yonder. Very calm. Not much swell inside the wall here. We'll go to the other side. And over this side of Ramsgate Harbour, if you like. I think originally hovercraft etc. run from over there to Ostend, I believe. Probably had ferries. Certainly had car transporters looking at the roads that are there. Another interesting vessel there, more like a rig of some description. You can see that there. The actual vessel itself was been raised up. We've got four poles on each edge of it. That obviously goes out to deep sea, and they raise the vessel up and keep it fixed in place for whatever reason they use that for. See a man-made reef there that spreads around to the harbour mouth. So I don't know if you can see the border force vessel better. Interesting enough, there's quite a lot of empty berths at the moment. And on the other side of the berth over there you've got a jet ski berth as well, which is a nice thing to have. Really is a beautiful day, and it's a lovely day to be in Ramsgate in mid-April, I suppose. Blessing to be here. So let's take a look at that. Harbour mouth, sun hitting the sea, gentle swell. What a beautiful sight. You just see a vessel in the distance. Again, let's pan around just so you can get a better view of the whole place. Looks like border force are here filling up on diesel before they hit the seas again. It's quite a small vessel, that one, compared to what's normally here. Do get some large ones that moor up here from time to time. You see there they're actually jet ski or small powerboat pontoons, if you like, that moor up during the winter months. See some jet skis over there yonder. But if I can zoom into those, get a better idea. Okay. That's actually the Vigilant. Is the boat or the vessel. Border force. There we go. I don't know if you can make that out there. That's the lighthouse on the edge of the quay. I don't know if you want to have a look at that. Protected wreck sites, the Goodwin Sands, and a a crab claw being left. Right, that's interesting. This is the obviously this is the exit entry point, if you like, to the internal marina, and on the other side there you can see is a restaurant, which is in somewhat disrepair. I'm not sure if it's still open. It was open last year or the year before, lose track of time. But that was a restaurant. You can see it looks like a vessel, a ship if you like. Stern, the bow, and the bridge, etc. Radar. So if you can see that anyway, it's supposed to look like a vessel. But as I say, I'm not sure if it's still open, but we'll get round that side in a bit and have a look. So let's have a look this side of the marina. So it just shows you how big the marina itself is. Even the outside part of the marina is quite vast. Again, this bit will be tidal, so I don't think they settle right on the base, on the bottom, if you like. These boats, when the tide goes out, I don't think it pulls that low. So let's take 5 minutes, have a sit down and enjoy the views. See what is nice to see now. It's nice to see a lot more plane trails in the sky. Gives you a feeling things will get back some normality. So yeah, it's really nice to see. You see, it's quite beautiful. I would imagine, obviously in the distance there, that was probably leads round to Herne Bay and Whitstable. Looks like a culver at the end point there in the distance. And if we pan around to the left, again that probably leads probably to Minas Bay, Margate, etc. So that gives you some idea where we are on the coastline as we look out to sea from the harbour wall. Right, let's take a walk back and around to the other side. Right, a better view of the kind of rig. And just pan around to obviously the raising road for car ferries or passenger ferries, which hasn't been used in many years. There we go. I don't think you can make out the road I spoke about a bit earlier, being up on the internal marina. That's the road there. It's a really old boat, Southern Flight. Again, a really old yacht there, or cabin cruiser. We've got the pilot's boat there, just being ready to go out and probably guide some large ships into harbour somewhere. And the building you can see in front of you is actually a church. It's a fisherman's church, been used for many centuries to honour the dead lost out at sea and just for general services. Hopefully it'll be open, we can take a look. No, it actually opens at 10:15, so unfortunately we're not going to be able to get in there at the moment, but we may come back. The heart of Ramsgate is the pier yard, which illustrates the harmony and contrast which make up the remarkable town. Sandwiched between two listed buildings, the Clock House and the Royal Victoria Pavilion are industrial marine shipways, still in use for ship maintenance and repair today. A surprising fact is that the largest slipway is a listed structure, as are the East Pier and the whole of the Royal Harbour. Take a look at the obelisk, another listed structure. It wasn't a war memorial as first thought. It commemorates 6 weeks in 1821, which changed the whole of Ramsgate's image. King George IV received such a warm welcome from the residents of Ramsgate when using the harbour for a trip to Hanover, that on his return he conferred royal status onto the harbour, and the rest, as they say, is history. As this video is quite long, I thought I'd split it into two, so please join me on part 2. We'll explore the other side of the harbour and also the new apartments that are going up currently, so please join me then. Thanks for joining me on part 1.